Good morning, Meshach. It's Friday, February 19th, and I really enjoyed your video yesterday. It was about being grateful for those things which we often take for granted, and about realizing that even in tough times, there are things to be happy about. Meshach, I couldn't agree more that I've never felt more connected to you than while we're doing this project. Thank you. I'm having a great time, and I know I wouldn't have done it without you. Now, before we get too sappy, today I am tired, I'm late, I just finished a paper on existentialism, so I'm going through it right now. So, instead of getting bogged down in the practical and school and COVID and stuff, let's talk about space. Let's talk about Mars. So yesterday, NASA's newest rover, Perseverance, landed on Mars. And on it was a whole bunch of cool science stuff that will push the boundaries of human knowledge. But even more important than that was my name. That's right. My name successfully made it to space, and then it successfully made it millions of miles away to a floating rock, and then it landed on that floating rock, and I can't wait to do the same. Look, realistically, I don't know if commercial spaceflight will be as popular as everyone seems to think it will be in the future, but like I said, we're not getting bogged down on the practical. It's one of my life goals to go to space, and I'm going to do pretty much everything in my power that's not evil to make that happen. And I feel like sending my name to space is somehow a big step in that. I know it's kind of silly, but it's also kind of awesome, no? It's this trend that, I was born in the wrong generation, and in some ways that's true, and our generation is, kind of boring and depressed, but in other ways it's definitely not true. We're doing space travel. We're starting what will hopefully be the rest of the future of humanity. To go to the stars, and yeah, they're baby steps, but my name is on Mars right now as I'm speaking. And someday it will probably be in a museum, and people will admire humanity's incredible, pathetic attempts to understand a world that wasn't theirs. There was a speech written in case the moon landing failed, because as it turned out, there was a good chance of that happening, and it ends like this, quote, "For every human being who looks up at the moon in the nights to come, will know that there is some corner of another world that is forever mankind." I can't wait until those words are spoken, not about a lost astronaut, but about a new colony in space, a new world to be humanity's. Celebration of a new hope. I know that sometimes things look bleak, but in spite of COVID and all the troubles here on Earth, we're sending robots to Mars. I mean, that's crazy. Think about what I just said and then realize how awesome it is to be alive right now. Space really is the final frontier, but it's also an infinite one, and we get to take the very first steps. So congratulations to the team responsible for the Perseverance rover. Thank you so much for letting me and millions of other people put a little mark in space that means me. Speaking of leaving your mark, what's going on, people? I need intros pronto. It's just your name with a little hello. That's it. I promise it's not that big a deal. Just send in a little short clip to meshachandsam@gmail.com. Please, it would be really awesome. You can do this, trust me. Also, don't forget to add songs to the community playlist. You can leave them in the comment section down below, and Meshach and I will sort through them and add them to the YouTube playlist, which is in the description. Okay, that's all for me. Have a great weekend. Call a friend you haven't called in a while this weekend. Don't do drugs that are bad for you. Tell someone a compliment. Do good other stuff. Do other good stuff. Meshach, I'll see you on Monday.